before you do that, you leveled up last session, which means that the chaotic magic that the Moth Pope imbued you with takes effect.
Oh god.
As you enter a rage, roll 1d8, please.
Oh god.
I have unlocked Strange Magic, the 2015 animated movie.
And now you're alone, just like me.
Get voided, moron.
Oh, excellent drawing.
Can anyone read these runes?
I don't speak primordial. Oh my god, he's like so smart.
And Tarsamore also saved. So yeah, the woman is the only one who suffered in this. We live in a fucking
the woman's
society.
the dumb one. Oh, the dice. Dice
That's
is sexist.
okay. How a chain is only as strong as its weakest link when it comes to rituals.
Oh, now women are weak. I love this campaign.
Wait, what do you?
You said to
Said I'm
look.
intimidating, and I gotta be more.
Oh.
Less of that. And
No. I don't think you have to be less of that. It's just that you are, and that's okay. But
I don't want to just be okay. I want to be amazing for a mate or whatever.
amazing for a mate.
Yeah.
Cut it out, you're trying to fuck.
Not that kind of mate. Like a crewmate. A life crewmate.
Sus.
Like a mate.
Wow.
My apologies, sir. What's your name? I go by Harker,
We
by
are
the
the
way.
Buffomorphs. I am Buffo, and these are the morphs.
Hello, Buffo, and hello, Morphs.
I'm not
We are
going to say
here
it.
to commune with our sacred idol. It gives us great insight into the spiritual oneness of all things.
I won't say it.
What's your secret idol?
It's
I
sacred,
won't
not.
fucking say it.
It's right. What is the toaster going
I'm
on
gonna
about
say
now?
it.
I'm gonna cover Zen's mouth. Don't listen to her.
I'm gonna fucking say it.
I'm covering Zen's mouth. I'm covering.
Boofa D's nuts.
Roll for initiative. So they're going to work on an item that will permanently maintain that spell for you, or some other long-term solution.
I was gonna say, damn, they trust Athlor to not just pop that shit off like Lord of the Rings style. Yeah, that's a lot of trust in a teenager.
Well, they haven't mentioned the fact yet that they're probably going to implant a spike in his heart or something with the effect on it.
Yo,
Who
Chainsaw
knows?
Man mode.
All right, so
Pull the rope to get the uncle out. Actual chain Uncle Man.
You've seen the man from Uncle. But now the uncle from
the man. Good lord.
Ooh, addition.
Hunting horns, strength to the predators, woe to the prey. All right, that means somebody has to assert their dominance to gain an advantage. Whoever doesn't is we call that the Alexander bookmark.
Oh yeah. I forgot about that.
All right.
Got a stick in the book.
Thank you for ruining the subtlety of that entire moment. Just flat out saying it.
I remember leg day saying it. It's just so funny.
Oh god,
To
editing
clear the
that.
air, there was
So
no dick in the book. Just to clear the
I mean,
air.
he
just-
has
just
his back.
do-
Book.
Well,
Just
he's-
two
he's
vague,
got the book back.
sweaty stains.
walk into Alex's area. It's gonna be.
No wonder he went
again.
and stole it.
Yeah, I needed it back.
Creatures of flesh, now you shall hear the words of the emissary of the Maelstrom. Are you the one who has polluted this holy place with the machines and their wretched city?
No, but I just came back from destroying a machine city, and I think we want the same thing. I also hate pollution.
Give me a persuasion check, please.
+5 respect for
15.
Eco Warrior faction.
I'm Green Party, man. I'm Green Party. Jeez.
Save the turtles, bro.
Save the turtle.
Before you do that, you leveled up last session, which means that the... Okay, I fixed it. Everything's fixed. Hi, I had this dramatic intro planned, but that didn't happen, so welcome to Coriander Society, I guess. I'm Tormented by Gnomes. This is a 5th edition, universe-traveling, genre-bending adventure, and our players are Drozy and Lafon. Drozy, how are things?
Things are good. You know, just starting out the year, I guess.
Mm-hmm. We are shitposting the apocalypse. Lafon, what's going on?
Love it.
You know what's really funny is I like to think that the ghost of John Carmichael, such as he is, interferes with your intro every week as some sort of galactic bit.
That's 100% in character. That is absolutely on brand.
I also like to think that Yasmin helps him because there's no way she wouldn't.
Yeah. All right, let's see if I can press the button without everything breaking this time. Hey, there we go. Through the infinite silver sea of the astral plane, the realm between realms, the place of dreams where gods go to die. Our heroes have traveled for many days through this nearly timeless place, and now at last they arrive at their destination, the lost Githyanki stronghold of Rune Kazai, swallowed 100 years ago by a psychic storm, and only now starting to be revealed back to the world as the strength of the storm fades. Yasmin has built a special piece of equipment designed to help them navigate this psychic storm and pass through without being cast back out into the Silver Sea or having their minds torn apart by this swirling vortex of mental power. A couple of bits of housekeeping, real quick. There was a Streamless card that was played last time, The Legend of Lyris. That lets you... This is on the table for the whole session. When you take damage, you can reduce that damage by 1d12 plus 2 as a reaction. Or, when you vanquish a foe with a melee attack, you may immediately teleport up to 30 feet. Once. So, you have this special on the table. I don't recall if I told you how much treasure you found from the destroyed bag of holding last time.
I think that was for the top of this show, if I remember correctly.
Yes, I actually did the homework. So I did the homework. That's all set.
My bad, teacher. I didn't mean to bring it up.
No, you're fine. You're fine. So we have all that treasure for you. That's ready to go. And you had a ninjutsu fact deck that you wanted to use to gain information about the Castellan of the Obsidian Tower, Anonymous. That information is also available to you. You may itemize your treasure now if you'd like. You may get that information about Anonymous if you'd like, or you can plunge into the astral storm and see if your device is good enough to save the day.
Dolores, how do we feel? I mean, Yasmin is itching to test this device. Like, I mean, there's only so much theory a person can do before you got to just jump in, you know? So up to you, I guess.
Are you muted? Do I get an experience point?
Yes,
we haven't
I
been
am,
ignoring
in
you, I
fact,
promise.
Yeah, I can tell that Yasmin's like antsy to just get going. So
Mhm.
yeah, let's do this.
All right. An array of metal armature surrounds the spell-jamming helm, the source of power that drives this ship, the Pilgrim's Progress, both through wild space and through the astral plane itself. Where do we find Yasmin as Captain Domnica sets a course straight into the heart of the storm?
So I am right beside my machine. There are dials that if any, like if a capacitor blows out, I'm there with a pair of like soldering irons to like instantly replace it kind of situation on the dot. The other thing too is that the ship is now wired up via my homunculi. I forgot what the technical one are. My little drones. We repurposed a couple of them so that they're like radio stations now between the crow's nest, the captain's quarters, and myself, as well as one below decks as a general communication array. That keeps me within the limit of the ones that I have available to me. But if something goes wrong, people can get to me or can communicate with me basically instantly.
Okay. Dolores, where are you as you begin to brave the storm?
I'm on deck.
Okay.
Kind of like watching everything. Occasionally, I like feel like side glances at our newcomer and at brain blank.
Who?
Okay.
Yasmin?
No.
Hold on. We can go right
Meredith?
to the ship.
Huh?
Meredith?
Meredith. No, not Meredith.
Medwithin.
Medwithin. Don't tell her.
I gave her the wrong.
Say anything.
I gave her the wrong nickname in my head.
Oh, no. Remember, your new passengers are Gleaming Shalm, an astrally projecting cleric of Obad High, and Hulwen, who is a celestial, a wild celestial, who has heard of your cause to liberate the Forge and declared her support.
And also killed our hirelings.
I was gonna say we were gonna have more, but
to be fair, we made money on the hirelings. Not only did we not pay them, we then gambled on their battling off the side of the ship with a tensor disc. So honestly, they did their job more than enough.
Are we the bad guy?
It was a good ROI.
Yes.
ROI?
Literally infinite. Literally
return on
infinite
investment
profit on them.
I don't know. That feels like it.
They were willing.
Like it might be bad.
So, first off, they were Yugoloths, neutral evil fiends from Gehenna, which doesn't necessarily automatically justify everything. But second, they weren't destroyed. They were just banished back to Gehenna.
And also, they died. Well, they left as they wanted to, fighting. It's not our fault they were bad at it.
What was it? Just because they're bad guys doesn't mean
they
they're
are
bad
guys. In this case, they were, though. They were very terrible people. That notwithstanding, this is your reminder of who is on first, what's on second, and I don't know is on third. Let us return now to the Astral Sea and to Rune Kazai. And Yasmin, I'm going to go ahead and have you make a technology check to align everything correctly. This device, it relies on psychic resonance in order to sort of counter wavelength what the interference that you're getting. And because the interference that you're getting is constantly changing in a psychic storm, it has to be constantly tweaked in order to keep it harmonized.
Can I give Yasmin Bardic Inspiration?
You can. You can. Go ahead and mark off one usage of Bardic Inspiration. That's a D10 at your level, right?
Yes.
Okay.
I am about to click the technology button. Let's hope.
Technology. Hey, welcome back. Welcome back. It's so good to have you with us.
Okay, so it has to be more than 2 weeks.
Oh, magnificent.
Oh man. You know what? I knew it was coming. Let's put it that way.
Okay. Lonnie Laysimple, the halfling mage spelljamming ace who pilots the ship, has her goggles on, her hands locked onto the spelljamming throne as she begins trying to follow the spiraling wind instead of fighting it. And there is a terrible shriek from your equipment, and a blast of mental static washes across the entire ship. Go ahead.
I remember before we got into the thing, I tied my Mask of Machine command to the item. Can I use all the charges on it to basically, as it kind of rips itself apart here, I want to dispel all of the, basically, I'm going to let all the cables and things that are designed to keep the machine functioning, not just correctly, but elegantly, I'm going to allow them to snap and fail. I would like to keep the heart, the true machinations of my evil scientist engineering of evil setup, where it's like, this is not designed, my work is not pretty. My work at its core is violent in nature. I want to spend the rest of the charges of the Mask of Machine command here to show the true heart of this machine. And I want basically all the bolt-ons that I did, all those additions were to make the cast, the crew of the ship, as we kind of sail through the storm of the Astral Sea, keep them level, right? I want to drop that protection for everyone as it kind of rips itself apart, and keep it so that we're tethered here and now, and the long-term effects be damned.
Oh boy.
Okay. I would like... Ooh, I need to check something real quick. There is a scream, not like a person's scream, but just like having 10 Twitch streams open at once and one tab that's just playing really loud YouTube poop in the background. It's just an absolute blast of mental static. I would like Drozy and Lafon each individually to roll 1d100.
I have no context for that number whatsoever.
That is correct. You do not. As you plunge into the psychic storm made up of shreds of thought, lost fragments of imagination, emotion, dreams, just all these little bits, they are now in your head, filling your head with mental static. It's like a multi-stream anxiety attack. Yasmin, you must make a wisdom saving throw.
Okay. Let's roll the D10.
Okay.
I do kind of need a 10, but you know what? I mean, I got close.
Okay. I am going to give you a vastly reduced effect of this. Dolores.
Uh-oh.
You are stunned.
Correction. I will spend a Villas point as a reaction to re-roll my failed saving throw.
Okay, go ahead.
So I am at... Okay, I need to fix my Villas points. There we go. That's correct. We run it back. And we got this.
Welcome back, Lafon. We missed you.
Oh man, you know what? Fair enough. Sometimes we try, and the universe looks at our struggle and says, "No, fuck you."
No. Does a Villas point grant you advantage or a reroll? It is.
Yeah. So by spending a Villas point as a reaction, I can do one of the following. So I'm going to ignore the rest. Reroll a failed ability check or saving throw.
Mm-hmm.
That is the exact wording as it is in the document.
Okay. As the shreds of thought tear their way through your mind, your body just starts reacting. Drozy, I need you to roll 1d6 to see how long you're stunned.
Oh no. Need that low roll now. Oh.
Okay. And LaFawn, I need you to roll 1d8.
Aye.
But why?
To see how long the effect lasts. Oh, that's very unfortunate. That's tragic. That's actually a tragedy. Okay.
Oh man, we're on one today.
Yeah, we are popping off. All right. What I have to do next, I was not expecting this to go like this. This is going to pad out my prep for a while. Okay. Oh, med within. Oh boy.
Oh no.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
Man, that is tremendous. Oh man.
27. Okay.
Nice.
She keeps it together. Everyone else is just like
Cool as a cucumber.
stunned, dazed, all over the place, screaming, stumbling around. Dolores, you're just completely overwhelmed by this mental static. You're dissociating real bad. Yasmin, we get to roll all kinds of dice today. Please roll 1d10.
1d10 it is. Okay.
Okay. For a moment, you're just standing there as these thoughts surge through your head. This is a confusion effect, by the way. So in the second round that you're confused, go ahead. You can hear somewhere way out there, Dolores, you can hear like shouting and screaming and just chaos happening on board the ship. Ooh, I should roll for the pilot. That's kind of important, isn't it?
No, you're supposed to forget about that.
Well, I mean, I'm not going to roll for the entire crew. That's boring, but like, I'm definitely going to roll for the pilot. Oh, sweet. She's stunned. She's just flat out stunned. So the ship is just going to start careening through everything. Let's find out. 3 rounds.
Okay.
No.
On the second med within, feeling the ship just going nuts under her feet, looking around at everybody, she bolts as best she can while trying to hold on towards the helm and towards Lonnie. In the second round, Dolores, you're starting to come to. The world is starting to phase back in. It's hard to tell what's real and what's not. Yasmin, roll 1d10.
Oh, no.
3. You are again just standing there, completely stupid.
I think I rolled a 10, actually.
Oh, you rolled a 10. During this one round, you have 1 round of mental clarity.
Oh, okay.
What would you like to do with that?
Famous Yasmin.
Did the action for my mask machine command go through?
Yes.
Okay. Cool. Hang on. I was not expecting to be able to think here. Oh, whoops! I didn't mean to press that. My bad. If I cast calm emotions here, will this help the crew?
It will help the crew, or you could cast it into your device.
Okay.
To attempt to break up the storm.
Right. This is a cast spell. Oh, I just cast it at my max level, obviously. Let's try that.
Okay. Roll a science check for me, please.
Okay. 18.
Okay. And roll 1d100.
9.
9. In a moment of clarity, using the Mask of Machine command that is replaced to your face, that is sealed to your face, you just slam a mental command into your device. And the storm begins to dissipate around you.
Oh.
Rippling outwards. And you see, as the storm begins to clear, you have disrupted it. You have thrown a bunch of propane tanks into the Sharknado to disrupt the weather pattern.
Wait, is that how the movie goes?
Yeah, they actually do that. They throw a bunch of explosives in it and blow it up to create hot air to break up the tornado.
Oh, incredible.
I don't think that's how science works, but you know,
for like whatever that tier of movie is, it is correct.
It's 100%. Yeah, it's absolutely on brand.
Okay. So I have my mental faculties back.
Correct.
Okay.
But you can still feel like your head is not clear, even though the storm is clearing. Like all that stuff still got into your brain.
Right.
Then
okay.
You feel a hand on your shoulder. Please roll a sanctity check.
Okay. Where is my sanctity again? Remind me how we do this one.
What's your sanctity score?
9.
Okay. Roll 1d20 minus 1. Ooh, 12. Chat has given you inspiration, stating that you will probably need it, and expressing
they're absolutely
sympathy.
Correct. They're absolutely correct. GM, is this a time where I should be using inspiration?
Your call.
Okay, so I'm standing here, the hand on my shoulder. Do I get a chance to look at it?
Yes. It's Hulwin's armored hand.
I'll keep this roll.
Okay. I need you to roll a charisma saving throw.
Uh-oh.
14.
A wave of sensation passes through your body. A rush of adrenaline. Sort of the feeling of jumping into a cold natural spring. That flash of cold, but then immediately replaced with refreshing clarity. As a wave of celestial power passes through you, and she casts Lesser Restoration. Your mind is clear.
Okay.
And as I said, the storm fades. Unfortunately, when it does fade, you find yourselves careening over the surface of Rune Kazai. Lava, what's it? Volcanic rock rises and falls up to 200 feet in places, deep crevasses over this highly inhospitable terrain. The ship is dangerously close to it right now, as it was swept downwards in the force of the storm. Medwithin is scrambling to get to Lonnie, who's still reeling from the after effects. You all have 1 round. Dolores, your head is still fuzzy, but you're clear. You can act again. You have 1 round to act. What would you like to do?
I will cast Emotions.
Okay. On Lonnie, I presume.
Yes.
Okay. Clarity flows through her. It's a level 2 spell.
Oh, okay.
And Yasmin, is there anything you wish to do?
I would like to use my action to stabilize. Like, there's nothing I can do to help the crew around me at this stage for myself. I want to make sure that this machine will continue running. I want to take the action to actually like attempt to finalize the repairs that I so hastily input.
Okay. What tools are you proficient with?
What tools am I proficient with? Oh, we never added these. We keep saying we're going to add them, and we just
do a technology check.
Okay.
Whoa!
29 on a natural 20.
Yeah, you think it actually works better now.
Listen, sometimes you just need to field test.
And as it stabilizes, that stabilizing effect is matched with Lonnie, who immediately just like pulls up. The gravity of the ship shifts as you are now in Rune Kazai's gravitational field of influence. Everybody on board just gets flung left and right, but people had battened themselves down. People had clipped themselves onto things so that they wouldn't go overboard during this. There's a scraping sound as a volcanic ridge cuts across the armored hull of the underside of the Pilgrim's Progress. But then it pulls back up and achieves stability. And you can see the psychic storm. It's still like a few hundred feet away, but it's continuing to recede. It's continuing to fade away and dissolve into the ether.
So what you're saying is that we got mental and physical whiplash.
Correct. Enjoy.
So, wait, Yasmin's device didn't just like disrupt it so that we can find a doorway through there. It's like disrupting it completely.
That wasn't the original intention. This was an unforeseen consequence of the exact way this went down. It was just supposed to let you pass through the storm.
Uh-oh, are we going to have to be worried about people showing up then?
Hey, put this way, if we were to get into combat and people were affected by the now halo around us, essentially, at least we'll also be conscious enough to be of the same state of mind as they are.
Always on the positive side.
I think that's LaFawn. I don't think Yasmin has the word. I don't think she knows what positive unless we're talking about electrical charges. I don't think
she knows the difference between those
ionization. You hear her shouting orders, like crew people sounding off. I'm okay. Help, I'm dangling underneath. Okay, pull that person up. Everybody get together. Damage report. Lonnie, get this garbage scow anchored somewhere. Okay, where, boss? And now you have the chance to actually perceive the terrain below. Please roll a perception check, each of you. You will get something no matter what. It's just the exact details depend on what you roll.
I love the number 5.
Wait, why am I rolling twice?
That's fine. We just take the first one.
Okay, 13.
All right. Most of the surface of this, it'd be an asteroid if it was in space, Earthberg, whatever you want to call it, is highly inhospitable, very steep, like I said, volcanic rock. It would be possible to climb, but it would not be easygoing at all. You can immediately spot multiple structures on what we're going to, for the time being, call the north end. There are 5 towers, and a dock extending from one of them. The fifth tower, the westernmost tower, is collapsed into a pile of rubble. Because of the semi-timeless nature of the astral plane, it's still smoldering. You have no idea how long ago that happened or what did it. There is a large, ornate dome that appears to be the second largest structure over here on the western side of things. Dolores, with your perception check, you see like a flat platform on the top of that dome. 3 destroyed heaps of rubble, very much still smoldering, are near the southern side. Whatever structures they were, they've been completely just reduced to piles. They're roughly square shaped. Maybe they were pyramid shaped at one point, but now they're shaped like nothing. And finally, in the inhospitable lava rock terrain, there are a couple of grottos that sort of flatten out and become actually navigable, and there are crystalline formations growing up inside of them. So there are 2 crystal grottos, the dome, the towers, and the destroyed pyramids, as well as the surface of the whole thing. Domnica walks over, her hand sort of fidgeting with her sword. All right, chuckleheads, you're in charge of this part. I got the ship, I got the crew. This venturing forth thing, that's where you come in. What do you want?
Did we have any information on where we might find what we're looking for?
You're looking for information about the location of Penumbra, the ancient illithid homeworld.
Right. So we're looking for the library.
Right.
We were also looking for information on a weapon, if memory serves.
The annulus. It's in Penumbra. So in order to find Penumbra, you need to find its location here.
Understood.
First you get the goose.
Exactly. And there was also the possibility of asking the Githyanki or the Githzerai for help fighting the illithids that have taken over the forge. And that's sort of a side objective if it comes up, if you find a way to do so.
Right. Okay. So,
I mean, can start with the dome. Maybe that might be. I mean, from what we can tell, the dome. Can we see inside of it or anything?
From the outside,
what is it made of?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, let me get that for you real quick. They're going to go ahead and bring the ship sort of to a higher position so that you can look down with the spyglass to get a really good view of it from a distance. And I'll let you two roll, even though somebody else is probably doing it. And this time, roll with advantage because you're using a spyglass.
Ooh, fancy.
Perception.
Oh.
Incredible. LaFon, give me a perception roll with advantage.
Alrighty.
When was the last time you guys cleaned these things?
You're supposed to clean them?
15.
All right. I might have descriptive text. Let's see here.
My players rolled so they could actually see what my things are.
A 60-foot tall dome made of polished obsidian.
Ooh.
Its smooth surface broken only by iron shutters all around the building. And large stained glass windows along the south end that give off a soft glow. A pale blue flag with no insignia stirs in the astral breeze atop the dome, where there looks to be a small platform. There are no visible entrances aside from that small platform. Let me see if I can give you a better look from up here with that 15 that you rolled. I just need to make sure that I don't mess this up. Go ahead.
I assume Obsidian in this setting follows Obsidian's properties like the real world, right? where shaping stuff out of it is very difficult, tends to flake rather than be sculpted. So this is a working of probably magic.
Very likely. Very, very likely.
Okay.
This place was the personal stronghold of the wizard Carluth. He's the one who owned this place. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Looking down at the platform from above, Yasmin, you can see that there appears to be a staircase on the platform leading down. Actually, this circular platform atop the dome has only 3 salient features. An iron trap door on the platform deck, a large brass bell mounted on a wooden rack, and 4 ballistas. And the ballistas are aiming at the ship.
Oh.
Are they moving?
Yes.
Captain, attention, there appears to be incoming fire.
Oh, Lonnie, get us out.
Or the possibility of it anyway.
Get us out of range. So they just go a little bit farther up. And this is actually a great moment. At that moment, as you maneuver out of the way, you can't hear them firing, but you can see their bolts. Let's check that distance real quick. Okay, yeah, you're out of range. One of the 10 kobold, the gnome's salvager, they'll be able to shoot out to like 500 feet or something, just shy, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, they miss. You're out of range, but they do take a couple of shots.
Does it look like they're reloading, like automatically?
Yes.
Okay. How much time does it take them to reload?
You're pretty far away. Roll another check, please.
Sure.
What
17.
is the range of our cannons?
They load almost instantaneously. There's magic going on. Like they're not. The bolts just like appear they get like loaded from inside the wood and then they pull back. So they can maintain a very, very fast rate of fire.
Okay.
And I'm checking on those cannons for you. Was there any other questions, Dolores?
Not yet.
Okay. The rain, as everyone's sort of going through, does anyone have any spells that can hit these things? No, that's pretty long range. Oh. The range on the cannons is good. 600
on the
feet.
Pilgrim's Progress?
Yeah, 600 feet.
Oh,
and that's
farther than those?
That's short range. Yeah.
Oh. So here's my thinking. I would prefer to not destroy this place if we can help it. Like basically, I'm not averse to shooting down the building if it's our last option. Let's put it that way. I would
if that's look, if we're not blowing those things up, then I'm not approaching from above.
No, I like my life a little too much to suggest that either. Let's take a moment to see if we can disarm them before we start firing. And then if we can't, we start firing.
And what do you have in mind to disarm these things 500 feet away?
That's what we decide. That's how we're trying to figure that out now. I don't have a plan yet.
Got it.
I definitely don't think I have anything that's 500 feet.
10 Kobold looks wistfully over at the cannons again. We could approach from the underside.
Is the ground lava?
It's volcanic rock.
Okay.
It's long since cooled. But it's igneous rock.
Right.
If there's another entrance, Lonnie says she could like pilot out of range and then go underneath the thing and sort of creep up to get almost at ground level with it. And so you could drop at ground level and avoid being shot from the top. It would take some finagling, but it would be possible.
My only concern is that there's no way that this auto-firing ballista dome doesn't have some sort of defenses from the underneath.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
At this point, by the way, you have also ascertained that the stronghold itself was in the eye of the astral storm, of the psychic storm, and it was not subject to its effects for this last 100 years. The storm originated like 100 feet out from it.
So there could still be somebody in there.
Theoretically, yes.
Okay. I thought I picked that. Tough.
While you're considering this, you should also consider who is going to be on your away team with you. I'll go ahead and take us back to the ship so you can start thinking about that. All the pilgrims are accomplished adventurers. They each have their own unique skill sets. Zomkug, for example, is a big, tough orc, which is a skill set that the two of you lack.
Yeah, I think Zomkug and Medwithin are the two that I would pick. We're going into a magical environment. A spellcaster is a good idea, and then Braun plus Zomkug is funny. That's not really a consideration. I just throw that out there.
Mm-hmm.
I actually no. You know what? I'm gonna like, as we're kind of discussing how we're gonna approach this, I'm gonna mutter that under my breath. Like Yasmin is like mutter it.
All right, Dolores, you definitely pick up on that. Are you okay with this away team, by the way, Dolores?
I think so. How many are on our away team?
2 NPCs plus you two. And assuming you don't die, if you run into trouble or something, you can go back and then swap.
Okay.
If Medicine burns through all of her spells, you can just grab somebody else and be like, all right, you're up next.
That works with me.
Okay. Then I'll go ahead and take us back to the astral plane so you can continue to ponder this conundrum.
Let's try flying underneath it. At least get a sense of what defenses this place has in totality.
Mm-hmm.
I would really prefer not to shoot this place up. Not any sense of like, a proprietary, but like, we don't want to destroy any information that might be of use to us.
Right. Dolores, how do you feel about that?
So, well, I had a thought. I do have non-detection.
Okay.
If I cast that on somebody and we can get them down there, they may be able to disarm.
Roll an Arcana check for me, please, Dolores.
Let's see.
Could I assist with this in like the
Oops.
21. We just take the first one. It is entirely possible that because these ballista are magical, obviously, and you didn't see any eyes on them, if they have eyes of some kind, magical or otherwise, this probably won't work. If they don't have any eyes and they literally just rely on localized permanent divination magic, this would render somebody invisible to them.
Oh, we can hang on before you do that. I'm going to open up my scanner.
Mm-hmm.
That tells me if I'm in the presence of divination magic. Am I getting pinged?
What's the range on the scanner?
What is the range on the scanner?
I just know if someone's tried to target me with divination magic.
Nobody is currently targeting you, or if they are, you're not getting any pings.
Okay. Cool.
Okay. So then that may not work.
Well, hold on. Let me reconsider that. Yes, you are not currently affected by any divination magic. Keep in mind, you have moved out of their maximum attack range.
That's true.
Yeah.
Well,
I wonder if they're still firing in our direction, or if
They're
they
not
stopped?
firing anymore. They fired like one volley, but you were moved when you were in their range, and once you moved out of their range, they stopped firing.
Okay.
these are technically enemies, right?
We're operating under that assumption.
They seem hostile, considering they fired first.
No, the only reason I'm asking is I'm absolutely stretching the definition of analyze weakness here. Can I use it on it?
Is there a range on this ability?
I just have to be able to see them.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, then when you go to Sci-Fi Land and you pull somebody up on the screen to talk to the Klingons, you can get a full download of them on the view screen.
Wow.
Yeah. Go ahead and fire that ability. See it.
Let me scroll and oh my god, there's so much text.
The text, the sacred text.
Yes. By spending a bonus action, I make an intelligence check against a DC equal to the CR of the creature. So here's the intelligence check. Where is my intelligence number? There we go.
It is Lord's number, if I recall correctly.
Yeah, 22.
Yeah, you've got the download. What information does that give you?
Okay, so on a success, I learned the attacks, immunities, features, resistances. You must be able to see or hear the target.
Oh my god.
Okay. And hold on, I'm not done because I'm level hang on, at level 11. I gain advantage on it. Let's just do it for fun. Maybe the number is higher. Oh, that's the wrong number. Oh well, it's lower, but
yeah, it's lower. That's fine. We take the 22.
Knowledge normally grants, you learn additional pieces of information equal to my intelligence modifier,
which is 5.
These are this is at your discretion, but it might inform me of like class features, feats, legendary actions, or any other secretive information.
Oh my god.
Okay. These ballista, these are animated ballista. They absolutely are using divination magic in order to see around them. As constructs, they are immune. They count as they count as constructs. They are immune to poison and to psychic and charmed and frightened conditions. They have an extra dimensional pocket, which is the source of their ballista bolts. This leads you to believe that while they do not have an unlimited number of shots, depending on the nature of that extra dimensional pocket, they could have a very large number of shots. In addition, I don't know how you figured all this out at this range. Maybe you saw some runes on them or something. In addition, they have been programmed specifically to defend a stronghold, meaning that they can telekinetically open and close doors. And they can do that twice per round as a free action, meaning they can open a door, shoot at you, and then close the door in the same turn. They also have the capacity to infuse their ballista bolts with magical properties, allowing them to fire once per day a variety of special ballista bolts.
Oh.
With abilities specifically designed to repel invaders in the astral plane. Their range is 120 feet is their short range, 480 feet is their maximum range, and they deal 3d10 per hit. And that counts as magical attacks.
Oh boy.
Whoever made these knows their stuff. Ten Cobalt, I'm a little jealous. Not gonna lie.
What of them?
No, of the machine. I want to make something like that. That's not important.
I was gonna say they didn't do as good a job making you, so I could see that.
Oh, by the way, I stole 3 of your explosive devices.
I forget. Did you? Is that a real thing that you did? Okay.
I'm absolutely. But what I will do to sell the lie, if you want to, I will pull from my backpack, from my backpack of junk, realistically, 3 grenade shaped or explosive shaped items.
Okay.
Stuff that I already had that probably doesn't work, but I'm not sure. I haven't tested them.
Roll bluff check.
Okay. I get advantage because this is a lie. Shout out Mendacity, by the way.
What? When the piss did you lift those?
Better learn some better insults. Am
I upset?
I'm gonna relay all that info. I'm gonna relay all the information that I down. Actually, so like as I get those first two glances, right, with the spyglass, it's basically just like running math in my head. Like, here's what the things are. Here's what makes the most sense, and then kind of like cross-referencing it with what I can see and like how the bolts activate it. So here's the down low. That's how that works. Plan of attack. Your plan might work. It is divination magic that gives it the chance to see it or to identify its targets. So we have a pathway or a path forward. Now, how do we exploit it?
Good question. I'm wondering, I imagine like an illusion of the ship is not going to fool it. Especially with 4 of them, it could split it up.
Mm-hmm.
The Trojan horse, except the Trojan is the horse is just the an illusion of the thing that you're following behind.
So 10 Kobold glowering up at Yasmin. So put that shit on me.
Okay, but how do we get you over there?
I'll jump.
Can someone throw you?
No,
Wait,
I will jump. Yeah.
Jump.
Go all the way above it and I'll jump.
Oh, okay.
Can you make that landing?
Yeah. No, I'm
find
going to go splat and die, and it was my idea in the first place.
I mean,
if that
Do you
does end up
normally work-
happening, make it exciting, please.
Do you normally work with absolute imbeciles? Like, is that just...
no.
I don't think I've ever worked with anyone before. I mean, before
Yeah, that
all
shows.
of you, that is. But for all of you, that is.
Yeah.
And I actually, as he says that shows, I will give him one of the dud back.
All right. Grabs it, and I'm trying to see if he has a special ability pertinent to
Will you
this.
allow me to make a tech check as I hand it over?
Yeah.
Okay. Before I roll it, here's what I'm trying to do.
Mhm.
I'm trying to like turn a screwdriver on it somewhere. Not to make it flawless or functional perfectly, but to make it interesting. I don't know what interesting is, but interesting.
Okay. It's definitely whatever it is. This 28. Yeah. So this is an explosive of. Not only is it from Oscus, but it's also based on more sophisticated science than the majority of Oscus has. And most of the explosives around here are either magical in nature or like cartoon bombs. You know what I mean?
Hell yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, it's absolutely interesting to him.
Consider
like-
an apology. Your insults were fine.
And you travel with Carmichael long enough, it'll dull your brain. Yeah.
At least wait until
I'm
the
down
man
for
is
Carmichael all the
and
time, so
insult him to
thumbs
his
up, buddy.
face.
I do that too.
Yeah. I'm gonna text, by the way, John Carmichael really quickly to be like, we're talking behind your back, insulting you.
Okay. I'm gonna send that to Matt later.
I mean, I have access to his phone. I dialed it.
No, that's 100%. Yeah, that's 100% valid. Yeah. Send me down
Don't
there.
die, but if you do, please make it funny.
Yeah. He sort of holds his hands out ready for the spell.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
All right. Burn the spell slot and burn 25 gold because it costs 25 gold worth of diamond dust. So go ahead and subtract that. And then Lonnie parks it directly above, says, Tenkoble, you're gonna die. Yeah, probably. Not today, though. And Tenkoble just jumps off the side. And immediately, because you're in the gravitational field of Runkazai, just plummets.
I'm watching closely.
Mm-hmm.
I do want to see if it's funny or not.
You gotta be okay.
Okay, so he plummets, and then as he falls, he hits his armor, and his grappling hook pops out. And he does some Just Cause 3 stuff where, like, he hooks and then swings around to burn off the momentum so he doesn't die. And collides directly with the enormous bell.
Hell yeah.
Let me just see what it is that these things do. Okay. Boom. The 4 ballistas are like on high alert, looking in all directions. They don't see him at all. You see him down there. He kind of waits for a moment. And he looks down, and you realize the trap door is gone.
Oh no.
Unlucky.
He shrugs, gets out his tools, and just starts disassembling the ballistas. It takes
at
him
least there's that.
It takes him a few minutes to do so.
Okay.
Long enough for the crow's nest to call out, "Ship ahoy."
Our crow's nest?
Uh-huh.
Uh-oh.
Which direction?
North.
Okay.
From the towers?
From beyond the tower.
Oh.
From the Astral Sea.
Uh-huh.
There is absolutely a ship inbound. From here, you can tell it is double-sided. It has a deck on top and it has a deck on bottom.
Oh, side. Got it.
Yeah. Oh. Give me perception checks, both of you, please.
I am, in fact, literate. I can find the word perception. Never mind.
Oh, you can't find much of anything else, unfortunately.
You use your sleeve on the spyglass and like look through, and look. Yasmin's was fogged. Okay. Let me pull this up. It might take me a moment to pull this up.
All right. While I'm just pulling that up. Do we have a beat to do anything?
Yeah, you do.
Okay.
Oh boy.
Sick shit.
Furthermore,
friendly.
Dolores, you see 3 large, very large winged creatures flying alongside it. Those are dragons.
What kind of dragons?
Red dragons. And they have riders.
Oh dear.
Now, I believe we learned about who these people are
Mm-hmm.
at some point in recent memory.
Weeks ago for you, days ago for Yasmin and Dolores, but you're intelligent enough to immediately recognize these are Githyanki. That is a Githyanki astral ship because they're the ones who have a pact with Tiamat that allows them to ride red dragons. This was originally a Githyanki stronghold. No idea why they're here. If they just immediately arrived here, you have no further information. But those are Githyanki knights on those red dragons.
Can we tell if they were summoned by the bell or if that was just coincidence?
It's likely coincidence, but you can't outwardly tell.
Okay.
Unless the two of you have a suggestion. Dominica is going to start giving orders.
I will let her start giving orders.
Okay.
How far away is the
Distance
other
is accurate, semi-accurate on this map. So if you bring out the measuring tool.
Oh, I see that's out. Okay.
You probably would have actually spotted them further out than that. It's going to be a few minutes until they arrive.
Okay.
Does that change your decision at all, Dolores?
No.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna let Dominica.
Yeah, I feel like Dominica would know.
This is her shit.
Right.
Potential. Yeah.
Get the ship on the other blasted side of this rock. I am not fighting dragons if I don't have to.
Actually, so how much time do I have?
You probably have 2 minutes.
2 minutes, okay.
Until they reach that point where they actually are on the map.
Right. I want to ritually cast. Oh, it'll take 10 minutes. That's too long.
Mm-hmm.
Casting time of a minute, but plus the 10 minutes for the ritual, so it'll be 11.
Mm-hmm.
No, that won't work. Okay. Yeah. Let's. Oh man, I gotta keep listening to her as it kind of goes through.
Lonnie immediately brings the ship away from the dome and down so that it doesn't take fire from the ballistas, bringing it real close to scraping, just like real close, ducking behind the massive pillars as much as possible before winding the way down to the underside of the rock, at which point that vessel is now where it appears to be. But you have lost line of sight to it. You can no longer see it.
Okay.
The vessel and the dragons. Also, Ten Kobold is no longer in sight.
Uh-oh. Poor guy.
He'll lay low. He'll be fine.
Oh, he's still non-detectable, so there's that.
Yeah, by magic, not by eyeballs.
Just don't get
Well, that's his problem.
Yep, you're right. That is his problem.
I assume our celestial and our astrally projecting cleric are still with us.
Correct.
Would you, man? How capable of negotiating with them are you?
You're asking those two?
Yeah.
Let me go back to the ship. Gleaming Shalm folds his hands.
I'm directing my question less to him, mostly because of the whole I don't want his soul link to get.
That's exactly where he was going with that. Yeah.
This is more to our
to Hulwyn.
Yeah. This is my concern is not that they're here to fight us. We need the information from within that area.
Mm-hmm.
And if we can avoid inciting the Githyanki as enemies, it makes trying to at least communicate the illithid issue. It's a lot easier to negotiate when you don't attack them.
Yes.
Typically, yeah.
No,
and they're already trigger happy. We do not need to give them an excuse.
You are right. If placed in a position to negotiate, they will appeal first to force. They are fanatic servants of Laketh. And while there may be hope for them individually, as a group, they will drive each other on towards greater and more violent displays of loyalty, eager to test themselves against foes. Subtlety is our best ally here.
What if they were to find an object that contains a message warning about the illithid threat? No specifics, no directions, but just an immediate threat that is away from here.
That's smart.
I have magic mouth.
Mm-hmm.
I can implant a message in an object that utters as soon as the trigger condition is met. If I implant this message into this object, can you stealthily find a way for them to find it?
How many
before they get
times can that message be delivered?
It can be delivered over as long. Okay, hang on.
Does it only go off once?
I'm trying to see the limit. Until dispelled.
Okay. I recommend recording this information in multiple forms. It may well be that those warriors don't understand your language. Their leaders, their commanders almost certainly will, but the rank and file, if they discover it, oh yeah, it doesn't say. It doesn't say it ever stops going off.
Yeah.
Is there anybody on
It can remain and
board
repeat its message. Yeah. What was that, Dolores?
Is there anybody on board that speaks that language?
Githyanki?
Yeah.
Unlikely. Hulwen doesn't speak it. Hulwen doesn't actually speak common. And yet you both understand her when she talks. She has the gift of tongues. I don't know if anyone on board speaks Githyanki. It's kind of a niche language, unless you're in the astral plane, in which case it's super freaking useful. But
Wait,
if it repeats itself multiple times, then they should discover it and then bring it to their commander.
Yeah.
I can try to do that.
I mean, we don't have anyone who speaks Githyanki, so the faster we execute on this plan, the less likely it is they find us.
Draconic.
Yes.
Oh.
Do either of you speak Draconic?
I do not.
I don't believe I do either.
She's like really excited for a moment. She goes, oh, yeah.
I speak common, vile speech, and there's a third one.
A third secret thing.
But I don't remember what it was, and it's not on my sheet for some reason.
Yeah, I speak Celestial, Common, and Elfish.
Yeah. Maybe common is just for the best.
Common might just be for the best.
I also speak the language of music. Does that help?
And that is universal. Wait, Hilwyn speaks Draconic. She speaks Celestial, Draconic, and Infernal. Yeah, she'll do it. Sorry. Okay. She's so used to using the gift of tongues to communicate with everyone that sometimes she forgets, like, because she's always talking in Celestial. You just understand her.
Right.
Give me your message and I will deliver it.
The illithid gather. What's my limitation? Which must be 25 words or less.
Oh boy.
Just like
an
sending.
Old school Twitter post.
Illithid gather. Illithid gather forces. Here, we can workshop this together. I'm not the only one who comes up with these.
Oh, illithid gathering in.
We don't want to give a location. We don't give a specific location.
In great numbers.
Okay.
Hang
Hang on. So I think we can shorten that to just forces. Illithid gather forces to execute. No, to conquer. They seek final control. I think so far this is all true, what we're saying.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing here has been false. And how many words are we in?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Fine. That's extremely efficient. A little too efficient. To seek final control. Timeline obscured, but happening soon. No, sorry. Timeline obscured, but attack imminent. We need to emphasize the threat.
Boguk speaks up. One world has fallen.
Oh, yeah.
More will soon. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21.
Unless we have anything in the remaining 4 words, I think that's good. Oh, seek help from anywhere.
Okay. When you cast the spell, she'll go ahead and recite all of that in Draconic. Neither of you... Actually, you still understand it because she still has tongues active. What object do you want to put this on?
We need something that is evocative of something not of this place.
We have a weapon.
But something that is also relevant to our time. It needs to be something that's not lost in time in the astral plane.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna rifle through my backpack really quickly. I picked up as part of. Ooh, do I want to do that though? No, they would know it from there.
Do I have? Let's see.
I have the chunk of organic rock crystal from the from that moon, or not moon, the place where we got the where we ambushed the illithid spy.
The Chain of Tears.
Yes. Unless anyone has any...
Would they be able to use that, though, to find the location?
Yes.
Okay.
I mean, with scrying, theoretically, if you have something, you can use divination magic to learn more about it.
Yeah, so if we don't want to lead them directly there...
I have one of the empty containers that the drinkable tentacles were in.
That is from Ascus, and Ascus is very hard to invade.
Yeah.
Because of all the planar gate, like the laws of the living saints.
Yeah.
Would that be enough, though, for them to see and draw them to? Or do we need something large?
Fill it with something shiny.
That has the scrying problem. So do we have anything that is not at risk of being a threat to be taken from? Somewhere we wouldn't mind sending a Githyanki ship to, is what I'm trying to get at here.
Okay. What?
Siri, wasn't talking to you.
Unless she has some suggestions.
Yeah, computer, tell me where we can... what we can put in here that isn't from anywhere else. Well, Hulwyn can't cast Create Water, otherwise she would go with that.
Oh, can I cast Create Water? No. I can create Dancing Lights?
That's not permanent.
Permanent. Boo. Oh, I can't really create anything permanent. I mean, I can just throw some gold in
I could
there.
take a bunch of the fragments of metal that I've collected from Ascus and put that in the bottle.
Ascus metal, or some of the treasure you found in the astral plane.
What do I got?
Oh, yeah.
What do you got? You got... Tell them what they won.
As good
1,000
time as any to figure out what we picked up.
1,200 copper pieces, 5,000 silver pieces, 2,200 gold pieces, 80 platinum, 9 gems, very small diamonds, a magic cloak, a magic sword, and a mysterious rod that is also magical.
Maybe some of the
when I have time, I would
diamonds?
like to cast Identify on all of these things. But for now,
Mhm.
I will take one of each, except the platinum, one of each denomination of metal of coin.
Mhm.
Chuck it in the bottle.
Okay. You want to give it to Hulwin?
Have at it.
She picks it up, transforms into a scintillating sphere of light, and zooms off.
So cool.
The trigger condition, by the way, is whenever it's held in someone's hand.
Okay. Then she sticks it in her pocket.
We need to guarantee that when someone's holding it, that the message is being repeated.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Now what?
Wait.
How long?
I'm gonna actually before she flies off. I'm gonna cast Rary's telepathic bond on her.
Okay. Who else is in the bond?
As well as Dolores, Medwithin, Zomkug. I'm at 4 so far.
Domnica.
Myself,
yeah.
Domnica. Tenkobal's too far. I can't catch him.
I was gonna say we probably should have done this before we sent him off on his own.
You know
Poor
what?
guy.
Fuck Ted Koble. No, I wouldn't have.
Understandable. Have a nice day.
So we're at 6. Mr.
1, 2,
Hatman.
3, 4, 5, 6. Yep. What was that?
Mr. Hatman.
Ah! Wait, no. Boignus Kimsman, I don't think he came along on this adventure.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah, he stayed behind.
He's an aristocrat. Not
The crow's nest, the spotter in the crow's nest.
Okay.
And that takes us
Molly
to 8.
Lyklin.
I think that takes us to 8. If we're at 7, no, wait, hang on, let's count. Myself, Dolores, Zomkug, Domnica, Heelwin, oh my god, what's her name in the crow's nest again?
Molly.
Molly.
M-A-L-I.
Yeah, so we have
maybe the pilot.
the pilot, yes,
Lonnie.
Lonnie, and we have one
1,
more.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's 8 people.
Oh, okay, perfect. Then we're done.
Is it you plus 8 or is it 8 total?
I think it's 8 total.
If it's you plus 8, you got one more.
I think it's 8 total.
And
Up
as
to
chat.
8 willing creatures of your choice within range.
Okay.
Yeah,
And as
you
chat
can
points out,
telepathically summon up
message
to 8
in
willing
a
creatures.
bottle. Do, 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 do,
We can hear all of this.
do. Okay. You are all psychically connected. You are able to communicate as Hulwin zooms off.
So we should be able to get some information too on where they're at.
Yeah, actually, that's a really, really good idea. She report, and because of that, I can go ahead and unhide where they are. She reports that they approached the dock and they are under fire from animate ballistas on the 4 towers.
Okay.
And she's still waiting for the right moment to approach. But she scanned it, and there are animated ballistas on all the towers.
So no matter where no matter which building we had gone to, we would have been fired at. Good to know.
I mean, if we have time, we can try and get to the dome while they're getting assaulted.
Yeah, this is a good window. You could either risk going up on top and see how Tenkoble's doing, or you could try to enter from below.
I want Captain. I don't know if you agree, but I would like to stay out of sight of the
Dragons? Yes.
Yes. Or below? Unless you think you can fly us up to the top without being seen.
Lonnie, could you fly us up to without being seen? We'd all die.
I have greater invisibility. I don't know that I can do an entire ship.
Probably not. That affects
creature.
one person. Yes. It's cool that non-detection isn't a concentration spell.
Yeah.
I know, that's nice and handy.
Super effective.
Dang.
Dolores,
It's
yes,
called greater invisibility. I should be able to invisible greater things.
In the old edition, we had
misled.
spells that were like disguise vessel and stuff like that. I don't know if those are still floating around. They're probably floating around in some supplements somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, I was gonna say, okay, in that case, I mean, can we maneuver the ship so that the dome kind of hides the ship and then get on level with the top of it and just jump
Just
on
like that'd be tricky because it's a dome, right? So like in order to jump on top, and it's not designed to be climbable. It's very smooth on the outside. You can certainly try to climb it. It's not impossible, but you can't get adjacent to the platform because the platform's at the center of the dome. There's all this other dome in the way. You know what I mean?
what is the slope of the dome? Because depending on the length of the slope, we could have 10 kobold like drop his grappling hook or something so we can climb up.
That's probably doable. I'm just taking a look here to see. Yeah. Yeah. The exterior of the dome is made of obsidian that has been magically augmented with the grease spell.
Nice.
Well,
whoever built this thing, I want to meet him.
But we could float up just enough for Molly to be able to see if she can get eyes, just like poke the crow's nest up and just try to get eyes on him while they're still distracted with the fight. And honestly, all the obsidian stuff, you could probably do that and get away with it.
Okay.
I mean, also, if I'm up in the crow's nest, I can fly a drone close enough that I could at least interact somehow.
Yeah, and we could always do like a rope between the two and kind of either hand over hand climb over there between the ship and the platform. We could do that.
All right, is that what you want to go head on up to the crow's nest and take a peek?
Yeah.
Okay. Lonnie brings the Pilgrim's Progress around, sort of swoops down because it can't just go straight up and straight down. It kind of has to go at an angle. So it like goes underneath and then pulls upwards at a slow pace until you're close enough and you can send up one of your drones.
Yeah, I'm sending it to try and interact with Ten Kobold in some manner.
Okay. When the drone arrives, you see him sitting on the platform, sorting parts. All of the ballista have been dismantled.
Oh, yay. Good job.
He's occasionally glancing over to the north where the dragons and the ship are, and just kind of like sitting down so that he's not really popping up over the guardrails.
I'm going to fly my drone next to him. And like bump into his leg. This is very obviously one of my contraptions.
He reaches for his flame pistol, looks at it, puts his flame pistol away.
I'd like to fly the drone next to. I assume he has rope on him somewhere.
Plus his grappling hook.
Fly the drone and like sit on top of the rope, and then like fly back to the ship, kind of gesturing. Let's see if he figures out what I mean by it.
Okay. Do you have audio through that?
What do I have through it? I believe so. I believe I can hear through it.
Well, how are we going to get
all
all
this?
this
You may share
stuff?
senses with the drones, or communicate with them. Yeah, but I cannot. I obviously can't talk out of them.
So how are we getting all this salvage out? These are good parts.
Oh, he wants to scrap everything and bring it on board.
I mean, the drone just flies in a circle. Like I can't respond to him at all.
Mhm. Yeah, all right. He just kind of stands up and looks around. He looks over. He sees the ship. What would he do here?
Do they have a way of communicating with hand signals? The crew?
Yeah, but what he's actually going to do is he is going to walk off and just step onto the dome and just start sliding down the side of it. And then before he hits the ground, catch himself with his grappling hook somewhere because he can use it as a reaction. So he just like grapples onto a nearby rock just and starts making like until he gets close enough to reboard the ship.
Oh no, he was supposed to give us a rope there, but I guess.
Hey,
Whoops.
took care of him.
Now, do you have a way to connect us back up to the top of that so we can like climb there?
Oh wait, couldn't one of your drones do that?
I don't think it has a carrying capacity. They're really small.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. Let me see. I'm trying to figure out like the whole scale of the thing.
Mm-hmm.
The bottom floor of the dome is roughly 155 feet across.
Okay.
From side to side. No, don't think. No, probably not. No. But I think I know who could. And Nizar steps up. Give me the rope, mortals. This is a minor task.
I'm gonna as an aside to Zomkug. Is the implication that he's immortal?
It's genie shit. I don't know. This is gonna take a while, by the way. It's a lot of talk for and he turns him.
I'm gonna sit down and start casting Identify on the
What's the cast time? What's the cast time on that? A minute?
It's a ritual, so 10 plus 1, 11.
Okay. So Nizar grabs the end of the rope, turns himself invisible, and starts flying away at a speed of 20 feet.
Wait, we had somebody this whole time that could fly.
Yeah, but not very fast.
How far away are we?
Let's see. The closest you could be, I'll go ahead and move the ship a little bit closer. The closest you could be is like...
oh boy.
Yeah, 150 feet away.
I think I might actually have time to finish casting Identify.
Yeah, I think you do. Which of these items do you want to identify?
So there's a sword, a rod, and a cloak.
Correct.
Dolores, which one do you think I should look at first?
The cloak.
Done.
The cloak is a cloak of the bat.
What?
A cloak of the bat. You can search for it in the compendium, but I'm going to go ahead and pull it up right now and give you the
Advantage on
deets.
Stealth checks.
You have to attune to it.
Yeah.
Advantage on stealth. You can fly in dim light or darkness.
Ooh.
And if you're in dim light or darkness, once per day, you can turn yourself into a bat.
Oh, wow.
What?
Mm-hmm.
Sick.
That's amazing.
All right. As Nizar goes to tie off to the roof of this thing and set up like a zip line sort of arrangement, and as you cast this Identify spell, you get a report from Hulwyn telling you that the Githyanki have triumphed, they have docked,
Uh-oh.
and they have sent out a squad to explore the tower.
Okay, so they're a bit busy.
Mm-hmm. And on that note, we're going to go ahead and take a short break so I can feed my cats before they skeletonize me like a swarm of furry piranhas. Don't go anywhere, folks. More Coriander Society when we come back. that, you leveled up last session, which means that the chaotic magic that the Moth Pope imbued you with takes effect.
Oh god.
As you enter a rage, roll 1d8, please.
Oh god.
I have unlocked Strange Magic, the 2015 animated movie.
And now you're alone, just like me.
Get voided, moron.
Oh, excellent, excellent drawing.
Can anyone read these runes?
I don't speak primordial. Oh my god, he's like so smart.
And Tarsamore also saved. So yeah, the woman is the only one who suffered in this. We live in a fucking
the woman's
society.
the dumb one. Oh, the dice. Dice
That's
is sexist.
okay. A chain is only as strong as its weakest link when it comes to rituals.
Oh, now women are weak. I love this campaign.
Wait, what do you?
You said to
Said I'm
look.
intimidating, and I gotta be more.
Oh.
Less of that. And
No. I don't think you have to be less of that. It's just that you are, and that's okay. But
I don't want to just be okay. I want to be amazing for a mate or whatever.
amazing for a mate.
Yeah.
Cardi, now you're trying to fuck.
Not that kind of mate. Like a crewmate. A life crewmate.
Sus.
Like a mate.
Wow.
My apologies, sir. What's your name? I go by
We
Harker, by
are
the
the
way.
Bufomorphs. I am Bufo, and these are the morphs.
Hello, Buffo, and hello, Morphs.
I'm not
We are
going to say
here
it.
to commune with our sacred idol. It gives us great insight into the spiritual oneness of all things.
I won't say it.
What's your secret idol?
It's
I
sacred,
won't
not
fucking say it.
It's right. What is the toaster going
I'm
on
gonna
about
say
now?
it.
I'm gonna cover Zen's mouth. Don't listen to her.
I'm gonna fucking say it.
I'm covering Zen's mouth. I'm covering.
Boofa D's nuts.
Roll for initiative. So they're going to work on an item that will permanently maintain that spell for you, or some other long-term solution.
I was gonna say, damn, they trust Athwolf to not just pop that shit off like Lord of the Rings style. Yeah, that's a lot of trust in a teenager.
Well, they haven't mentioned the fact yet that they're probably going to implant a spike in his heart or something with the effect on it.
Yo,
Who
Chainsaw
knows?
Man mode.
All right, so
Pull the rope to get the uncle out. Actual chain, Uncle Man.
You've seen the man from Uncle. But now the uncle from
the man. Good lord.
Ooh, addition.
Hunting horns, strength to the predators, woe to the prey. All right, that means somebody has to assert their dominance to gain an advantage. Whoever doesn't is we call that the Alexander bookmark.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
All right.
Got a stick at the book.
Thank you for ruining the subtlety of that entire moment. Just flat out saying it.
I remember leg day saying it. It's just so funny.
Oh god,
To
editing
clear the
that.
air. There's
So
no dick in the book. Just to clear the
I mean,
air.
he has his
no
back.
dick in the book.
Well,
Just
he's-
two
saw the
vague,
book back.
sweaty stains.
walk into Alex's area. It's gonna be.
No wonder
Oh,
he went
God.
and stole it.
God, I needed it back.
Creatures of flesh, now you shall hear the words of the emissary of the Maelstrom. Are you the one who has polluted this holy place with the machines and their wretched city?
No, but I just came back from destroying a machine city, and I think we want the same thing. I also hate pollution.
Give me a persuasion check, please.
+5 respect
15.
for Eco Warrior faction.
I'm Green Party, man. I'm Green Party. Jeez.
Save the turtles, bro.
Save the turtles.
Garnet, why does Merrick have authority over the tribes of Okarthal? How can he manipulate them?
DM question. What's the tribes of Carthel again?
The
That's
dragon
right.
tribes,
No.
the 10 dragon tribes.
Oh. I don't know.
Okay. Okay.
I'm not very lore versed, okay?
No, that's fine, that's
20
fine.
Into, by the way.
By the way, Merrick's a dragon. One of it. Oh yeah, the dragon tribes.
Oh yeah, okay. The math is not mathing up right now.
I think I like panned up my map and I saw that Bronx Kirby was just engulfed.
Fire! Oh, God! I rolls to not be on fire!
I think you'll
We have reached 100% kiss boy density after they attack each other.
Here, what the fuck is that?
Don't worry about that. Oh no, actually, I you can worry about that now. I mentioned it. That's the nigh invulnerable kraken that shipwrecked you on this island.
What?
Yeah, but he's fine now. He's just minding his own business, chilling,
okay,
going around in the ring.
Okay. He's friendly, right?
I'll get back to you on that one, Haruka.
Wait! Don't switch the.
It's more about what we're going to accomplish. I think this is, it's beyond just me. I'll be okay.
It is
And-
beyond us.
Taps Mason's shoulder and, well, our last friend died, but I'll make sure you don't.
Our last two friends.
Oh, sorry, 2. Yeah, thank you.
Oh.
I'm
But you're
going
different.
to.
You're built different.
I'm gonna take that as it was supposed to be comforting. So thank you, Garnet.
You have no idea what's going through her head right now. If you were perhaps a little bit... With 10 Kobold safely back on board the Pilgrim's Progress and the Johnny Nizar successfully flying across with the rope and flying backwards while under the cover of his genie invisibility, the 4 of you, Yasmin, Dolores, Medwithin, and Zomkug, have successfully shimmied your way over to the roof. The ballistas remain taken apart, disassembled. He brought all of his tools with him. The pieces are neatly organized into stacks. The precious metals and those things have been sort of set aside. The magical components have been set aside. It's pretty cluttered up here, but in a very organized way. There is
I'm
the large
familiar with
bell.
this. Yeah, I'm familiar with this kind of chaos, right?
100%. 100%.
He's not with us, is he?
No, he's back on board.
I'm absolutely stealing some of the magical metal.
Roll an investigation check.
Here we are. 14.
Okay. How many pounds do you want to take? You have a carrying capacity at some point.
Like a pound or 2 pounds. Like nothing,
Okay.
not a lot. I just want a sample.
Okay. Add it to your inventory. Make sure you put the weight on.
Yep.
But as I said earlier, while the large bell can still be seen here, the trap door is nowhere to be found.
Can I investigate the area to see if I can find the trapdoor or a
Yeah. Go ahead and roll
clue
investigation.
of it?
Mm-hmm. 15.
15.
Upon checking around on the floor, the obsidian rooftop, suddenly there's cold iron underneath it. It's an illusion. There's an illusion covering the door.
Oh. Can I open it?
No, it's locked tight. In fact, roll an Arcana check for me.
18.
18. It is under the effects of an arcane lock spell, which makes it incredibly difficult to pick, resistant to being forced open, and actually, yeah, pretty much just that.
What if I ring the bell again?
You could do that.
Okay.
Medwithin, you don't happen to have that really handy unlock spell, do you?
Knock? Let me see if she has that. She did not prepare that one, unfortunately. She does know the spell, but it is not prepared. That probably would have been useful.
All good.
As you're having this discussion, now that Zomcook knows where it is, he's just going to try to force it open. Ooh, 12. Goes to like try to find a place to get a grip. Well, I'm out of ideas.
I've tried one thing, and now I'm all out of ideas. I respect that.
You know, I just realized he should probably be up in the crow's nest. I did not know he had defiant gaze. He can see up to a mile clearly.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
Wow.
He's just been chilling. He doesn't want to take the spotlight from the.
That's her thing.
Yeah.
This whole time?
Yeah, well, you know.
What do I know about Arcane Lock?
It is a spell. It is a abjuration spell. It's a level 2 spell, I think.
Okay.
It normally comes with a password. And creatures, you can set a password and you can designate specific creatures as being immune to it. And like I said, it increases the difficulty of picking the lock or breaking it open by plus 10.
How does it determine what creatures? Is that by look? Or how does it figure it out?
No, it's not by look. It's like intrinsic to that person.
Oh.
You couldn't fool it with a disguise self spell.
Well, why not?
They just haven't met the correct disguise yet.
What if I roll really, really high?
I give Bambi eyes at the door. Natural 20, it opens.
If I give you this potion, Zomkug, I'm gonna hold up the potion of Hill Giant Strength.
Mm-hmm.
Would you like to try and like wrench it open again?
Can't hurt.
Have at it. I'm gonna chuck him the potion of Hill Giant Strength.
Okay, what is that up your strength to?
Good.
I'm just checking. I'm checking it right now.
I can do. Can I do that? Will this put it in the chat? No, it will not.
21.
Oh wow.
Okay. So it gets.
It is. Yeah, it is. It is a pretty high level potion relative to.
Mm-hmm.
Is that 21 plus base, or is that 21?
It just sets it to 21.
Oh no.
Brother.
That should be a 13. His strength is already 18.
It was worth a try.
Yeah.
Oh, I need to remove.
Feels great.
Can we still see the ship in the distance?
Which ship?
The Githyanki ship.
Yes, Zomka can see it great. He's just like, yeah, when he's not yanking at that, he's just sort of peering out over everything.
Okay, can you stop looking out over everything and do your job? Like, this might be why you're struggling to pull it open. You're doing too many things at once.
All right, you keep an eye on the dragons.
No, on second thought, you do that. You're better at it.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
They don't seem like they've seen us yet, right?
Well, if they have, they don't care. I feel like I would probably care. You feel like you would care?
Yeah.
I'd care. So they probably haven't seen us. We could try. We could try the lower entrance. We could dispel the magic if we have the means, or we could physically destroy it.
I think the last two, let's try those first, since we kind of know what's up here and we don't exactly know what the front entrance looks like.
All right. Do any of you have the ability to dispel magic? Medwithin brought counterspell, not dispel magic.
I'm good at having. See, the thing is, I don't actually cast magic, so I don't have dispel magic.
Well, that would have been a really good one to have. Nope. Sure don't.
All right. What about things that could destroy this door? We could always try the cannons.
I mean, we could just small arms fire too.
The arcane lock spell does make it more resilient, and it's made of iron.
That's true.
Anyone got any acid?
Acid. Oh, wait. Oh, no. I have a lethal gas grenade, not an acid grenade.
Well,
I have a frag grenade. Would that work?
Probably not. It's not like a shaped charge designed to blow holes in things. It's just designed to spread stuff all over the place, you know?
Dang.
I would rather not fire with the cannons on account of that would draw attention. So that will be a go underneath angle. Is there anybody back in the ship that you know of that would have something that would be able to break us in?
Well, yeah, Zomkug probably. Oh, not Zomkug. I mean,
like
10 Kobold. 10 Kobold.
He seems like the guy to ask.
We can get him back here to try.
I'm gonna telepathic bond back to Dominica. Hey, yo, send 10 Kobold up again, please.
All right, give me a moment. A few minutes pass. Hulwyn reports that she has stealthily dropped the bottle into one of the 4 towers. And she is still monitoring the situation. All right, where is 10 Kobold? Hey.
Your services are needed once more. Can you try and break into this door, please?
All right, I'm just going to see real quick if he has any specials to that effect. No, not at this time. All right. He is first going to try his hand at picking the lock. I'm just using investigation because it's the closest thing I got. A 26. It takes him a minute. He pulls it up and open.
He's been like MVP today.
Yeah, I'm good. This is what I do. Will that be all?
I'm just going to walk into the open door.
Okay. All right. As you look inside...
Is it dark in here?
There's light.
Okay.
But there's fog everywhere. Extremely thick fog.
Does it feel poisonous?
No. And in the stairwell, because when you open this thing, there's like a spiral staircase that goes down. It's full of webs.
Oh.
Oh. Lovely. Ruth is hotboxing it in the dome.
Is
With
there
a bunch of spiders?
Is there an isolated web near the entrance?
Medwithin sighs and says, guards and wards. That's what the bell did. It triggered a guards and wards spell. This entire structure is now filled with obstacles designed to make it difficult for intruders such as ourselves.
Do you think if we asked nicely, it would go